You know what keeps me up at night? It's not the news, not politics. It's my grocery bill. Every time I walk into the store, I see it. Fruits that used to cost $2, now they're 5, sometimes 6. And I'm on a fixed income. Maybe you are too. So 3 years ago, I did something different. I started growing my own fruit right here on my back patio in pots. No big yard, no fancy greenhouse, just 10 simple fruit trees in containers. And you know what happened? Retired teacher living in Zone 7. And I want to be honest with you right up front. I killed a lot of plants before I figured this out. My first lemon tree, dead in 3 months. My first fig, eaten by aphids. I wasted money, I wasted time, I felt like I'd never get it right. But then something changed. I stopped trying to grow everything. I focused on 10 trees, the right 10 trees. Trees that forgive mistakes, trees that produce like crazy, trees that actually thrive in pots. And everything turned around. Today, I'm walking you through each one. I'll tell you which varieties to buy, where to buy them, and most importantly, how to not kill them. If you're ready to stop spending a fortune on fruit and start growing your own, drop a comment right now that says growing. Just the word growing. I want to know we're in this together. All right? Tree number 1. Tree number 1 is the Meyer Lemon. And there's a reason I'm starting here. This is the easiest fruit tree you will ever grow, period. If you can keep a houseplant alive, you can grow a Meyer Lemon. It forgives mistakes, it produces year-round, and it tastes better than anything you'll buy at the store. Here's what makes Meyer Lemons special. One mature tree produces 50 to 100 lemons per year. Not an exaggeration, I count it. Store-bought organic lemons are about $1.50 each. Do the math. That's $75 to $150 of fruit every single year from one tree in a pot. Here's how to succeed. Get a pot that's 15 to 20 gallons, fill it with citrus potting mix, add some perlite for drainage. Place it where it gets 6 hours of sun, water when the top 2 inches of soil are dry, and fertilize every 6 weeks during growing season. That's it. The tree does the rest. Where to buy it? I got mine from Four Winds Growers online. Ships to all 50 states. You want a 2-year-old grafted tree. About $60 to $80. Best money I ever spent. Meyer Lemon. Easy, productive, delicious. Done. Moving on to tree number 2.
Now, technically, strawberries aren't a tree. I know that. You know that. But hear me out. Because strawberries in a pot are the most productive thing you can grow. And I mean productive. One pot, 6 to 8 plants, produces fresh strawberries almost daily from spring through fall. Let me tell you what that looks like in real numbers. A properly maintained strawberry pot gives you about 5 to 10 pounds of berries per season. Store-bought organic strawberries cost $6 to $8 per pound. That's $40 to $80 of fruit from one pot. That takes up less space than a bar stool. And here's the best part, the flavor. Once you taste a sun-warmed strawberry picked 30 seconds ago, store-bought berries become insulting. They taste like water, like cardboard. Homegrown strawberries taste like strawberries are supposed to taste. Sweet, juicy, complex. How to grow them. Get a big pot, at least 16 inches wide. Fill it with quality potting soil. Plant ever-bearing varieties like Seascape or Albion. These produce spring through fall. Water regularly. Don't let them dry out. They're shallow-rooted. Where to buy plants? local nursery in spring, or order bare root plants online from Norse Farms. 10 plants for about $30. Tree number 2, strawberries. Let's keep going.
Tree number 3 is going to surprise you. Dwarf Avocado. Now I know what you're thinking. Avocados in a pot? Come on. I thought the same thing. But let me tell you, this works. And when it works, it's worth the wait. Here's the deal with avocados. They take patience. You're looking at 3 to 4 years before you get significant fruit. I'm not going to lie to you. But once that tree starts producing, 20 to 30 avocados per year. Store price for organic avocados is $2 to $3 each. That's $40 to $90 of fruit every year for 20 plus years. So let's do the math. You buy a tree for $80, you wait 4 years, then you get $50 of avocados every year for 20 years. That's $1,000 of fruit from one tree in a pot. Tell me another investment that pays like that. The secret to container avocados is drainage. These trees hate wet feet. They'll die if they sit in water. So here's what you do. Mix your potting soil 70-30. 70% potting mix, 30% perlite or coarse sand. This creates air pockets. Roots stay happy, tree stays alive. Look for varieties like Wurtz or Little Caddo. These are naturally dwarf. They're bred for containers. And they're self-pollinating. You only need one tree. Avocado, tree number 3.
Okay, time out. If you're sitting there feeling overwhelmed right now, I get it. 3 years ago, I felt the exact same way. Too much information, too many decisions, too many ways to fail. So let me tell you something important. You don't need all 10 trees. If you just want to dip your toe in the water, start with 2 trees. Just 2. Number 1, Meyer Lemon. It's easy, it's fast, you'll see results in months. Number 2, strawberries. They produce quickly, they don't take much space. Grow those 2 for 6 months, get comfortable, build confidence. Then add more if you want. Nobody's grading you, nobody's keeping score. Go at your own pace. And hey, if you want support along the way, I've got a Facebook group called Container Garden After 50. Over 2,000 people, all growing fruit in pots, all asking questions, all helping each other. Links in the description. It's free. No sales pitch, just a community of people like us who want to grow good food without breaking the bank. All right. Feeling better? Good. Because we've got 7 more trees to cover. And tree number 8, the one I told you about at the beginning, that's coming up in about 6 minutes. Don't skip ahead. You need to hear about trees 4 through 7 first. Let's keep moving. Tree number 4 is Dwarf Cherry, and this one solves a problem that full-size cherry trees have: birds. If you've ever tried to grow cherries in the ground, you know exactly what I'm talking about. The birds eat them before you do. But when your cherry tree is in a pot on your patio, you can throw bird netting over it in 5 minutes. Problem solved. And dwarf cherries produce 10 to 15 pounds of fruit per season once they're mature. Store-bought cherries are $8 to $10 per pound when they're in season. That's $80 to $150 of fruit from a tree that fits on a patio. Look for varieties like Romeo or Juliet. These are pie cherry varieties, super cold hardy. They produce heavily. And honestly, I prefer them for eating fresh. They have this tart-sweet balance that makes store-bought cherries taste boring. Growing tips: 15-gallon pot minimum, full sun, well-draining soil. Water deeply, but infrequently. Let the soil dry between waterings. Prune in late winter to keep the tree compact. And here's a bonus: cherry trees bloom early. These gorgeous clouds of pink and white flowers in early spring. Even before you get fruit, this tree is giving you joy. Dwarf Cherry, tree number 4. Tree number 5 is a weird one. Columnar Apple. These trees look like something out of a science fiction movie. They grow straight up, almost no side branches, 8 to 10 feet tall, but only 2 feet wide. It's bizarre, and it's perfect for containers. Here's what makes columnar apples special. They take up almost no space. You could fit 3 or 4 of these on a small balcony and have fresh apples from late summer through fall. Each tree produces 15 to 25 apples per season. And we're talking full-size apples, not miniatures. Real, crisp, juicy apples. The savings here add up differently because apples store well. You pick your apples in September and October, store them in a cool spot, and you're eating fresh apples through December, sometimes January. Organic apples at the store are $3 to $4 per pound. Your columnar apple tree is saving you real money over months, not just weeks. Look for varieties like North Pole or Golden Sentinel. Plant them in 20-gallon pots, full sun, water regularly. That's it. Columnar Apple, tree number 5.
Tree number 6, pomegranate. And I'm going to tell you why this tree is secretly one of the best on this list. Pomegranates are bulletproof. They handle heat, they handle drought, they handle neglect. If you forget to water them for a few days, they forgive you. Look for dwarf varieties like Nana or State Fair. These stay compact, 3 to 4 feet tall, perfect for pots. They produce 15 to 30 fruits per season once established. And pomegranates at the store are $3 to $5 each. Do that math. $45 to $150 of fruit from a tree that practically takes care of itself. Here's my favorite thing about pomegranates: the root system. Most fruit trees want to spread out. They get root bound in containers. But pomegranates have a naturally compact root structure. They're happy in 15 to 20-gallon pots. They don't complain. They just grow. Growing tips: full sun, well-draining soil, don't overwater. These trees are drought tolerant once established. Water deeply once a week in summer, even less in winter. Pomegranate, tree number 6.
Tree number 7 is blueberry. And this one comes with a warning. Blueberries are picky about one thing: soil pH. But if you get that right, they're one of the most successful container fruits you can grow. Let me explain. Blueberries need acidic soil, between 4.5 and 5.5 pH. Regular potting mix won't work. But here's the thing. When you're growing in containers, you have complete control. You mix your own soil. You use azalea and rhododendron mix, or you add peat moss. Problem solved. And once you nail the soil, blueberries produce like crazy. A single mature blueberry bush in a container gives you 3 to 5 pounds of berries per season. Have you seen blueberry prices lately? $5 to $7 per pound for organic. That's $15 to $35 of fruit from one plant every single year. And one plant pays for itself in the first year. Look for varieties like Top Hat or Peach Sorbet. These stay under 3 feet tall. They're gorgeous. Beautiful fall color, spring flowers. They're ornamental and productive, which means even non-gardeners in your life will appreciate it. Blueberry, tree number 7. Okay, time out again. I know the biggest question in your head right now. This all sounds great, Sarah, but where do I buy these trees? How do I know I'm getting quality plants? And how do I not get ripped off? 800 people have asked me that exact question in the comments. So today, I'm answering it. pauses for 2 seconds. I created a free PDF guide. It's called 10 Trusted Nurseries for Container Fruit Trees, Complete Buyer's Guide. Inside this guide, you'll find 10 nurseries I personally trust, direct links to each one, average price ranges so you know what's fair, tips for choosing healthy plants, and a planting calendar by zone. Completely free, no email required, just click the link in the description. Download it, print it, use it. That's it. All right, back to the trees.
Okay, here we go. Tree number 8, the one I promised at the beginning. The game changer. If you only grow one fruit tree in your entire life, make it this one, Dwarf Banana. And I'm going to prove to you why. Reason number 1, insane production. One dwarf banana plant produces 50 to 100 bananas in a single harvest cycle, not over years, in one harvest, 18 to 24 months after planting, and then it keeps going. Let me put that in perspective. Organic bananas at the store are about $1 per pound. One bunch from your plant might be 20 to 40 pounds. That's $20 to $40 from one harvest. Reason number 2, speed. Unlike avocados that take 4 years, bananas produce fruit in 18 to 24 months. You plant it today. A year and a half later, you're eating bananas. And after it fruits, it sends up new shoots, baby plants. You can pop those up. Suddenly, you have more banana plants. Give them to friends. Keep them for yourself. It's a self-sustaining system. Reason number 3, climate flexibility. But Sarah, I live in Minnesota. I can't grow bananas. Yes, you can, because they're in a container. Bring them inside during winter. They go semi-dormant. Put them in a sunny spot, water less. Then back outside when it warms up. The container makes it possible. Look for varieties like Dwarf Cavendish or Super Dwarf.
Tree number 9 is fig. And figs are interesting because they actually prefer being slightly root-bound. When you put a fig in a container, you're giving it exactly what it loves. And the result is more fruit, earlier in the season. Let me explain. Look for varieties like Petite Nigra or Chicago Hardy. These aren't just smaller trees, they're bred specifically to produce heavy crops in small spaces. I've seen single container figs produce over 100 fruits in one season. That's not an exaggeration. Fresh figs at the store, if you can even find good ones, are $6 to $8 for a tiny container. Your potted fig tree makes those prices look ridiculous. Here's a trick that'll make you look like a genius. During fruiting season, let your fig tree dry out slightly between waterings. Just slightly. This stresses the tree, but in a good way. It concentrates the sugars, makes the figs taste incredible, like nature's candy. Fig, tree number 9. Tree number 10, the last one, Dwarf Peach. And I'm ending with this because peaches in pots sound impossible. But varieties like Bonanza or Eldorado are bred specifically for container life. They're phenomenal. Peach is perfect. These trees stay around 5 to 6 feet tall, they're self-pollinating, and they produce full-size peaches. Not small peaches, full-size, juicy, incredible peaches that taste better than anything you'll buy. Store-bought peaches are picked unripe, they ripen in a truck, they never develop full flavor. Your peaches ripen on the tree. There's no comparison. Growing tips. 20-gallon pot minimum, full sun, well-draining soil. Thin the fruit when they're marble size. Leave 4 to 6 inches between peaches. This gives you fewer peaches, but they're bigger and they taste better. Quality over quantity. Dwarf Peach, tree number 10. We made it. All right, I promised you a bonus tip. The secret that makes all of these trees produce better.
Here it is, mulch. Put 2 to 3 inches of wood chips on top of the soil in your containers. That's it. This does 3 things. 1. Regulates soil temperature. Keeps roots cooler in summer, warmer in winter. 2. Retains moisture. You water less, your trees stress less. 3. Breaks down slowly and feeds your trees organic matter. I started doing this 3 years ago. My container trees exploded. Go to a tree service company. Ask for wood chips. Most will give them to you. Free! That's the bonus.
So, there you have it. 10 fruit trees that thrive in containers, that save you serious money, that give you fruit better than anything you'll buy. Whether you've got a tiny balcony or a big patio, you can do this without breaking the bank. 3 things to do right now. 1. Pick 2 or 3 trees from this list. Don't try all 10 at once. Start small. 2. Download that free PDF guide from the description. It's got the nurseries, the prices, everything. 3. Join our Facebook group, Container Garden After 50. Ask questions, get support, share your progress. And if you want me to make a deep dive video about one specific tree, comment the name below. Just comment banana or fig or whatever tree you want to learn more about. I'll make a detailed video, 15 to 20 minutes, everything about that one tree. You tell me what you want to learn. If this video was helpful, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. I post videos every week about container gardening, saving money, and growing good food after 50. Thanks for watching all the way to the end. I'll see you in the Facebook group or in the next video. Happy growing!